Hey everyone, today I'm going to be talking about the P0521 fault code, which relates to the engine oil pressure sensor. This code can be caused by a few different things, so I'm going to go over the most common causes and how to diagnose them. I'll also show you how to fix the problem, so you can get your car back on the road. So, if you're seeing the P0521 code on your car's dashboard, don't worry, I'm here to help. Let's get started. The P0521 code is a diagnostic trouble code (DDC) that indicates an issue with the engine oil pressure sensor circuit. This sensor is responsible for monitoring the oil pressure in your engine and sending this information to the Engine Control Unit (ECU). The ECU then uses this information to adjust the engine's performance and protect it from damage. There are several possible causes of the P0521 code, including faulty engine oil pressure sensor. The sensor itself may be malfunctioning and sending incorrect information to the ECU. Low engine oil level. If the engine oil level is low, the sensor may not be able to detect the correct pressure. Dirty or clogged engine oil filter. A dirty or clogged oil filter can restrict the flow of oil to the sensor, leading to inaccurate readings. Electrical problems. There may be a problem with the wiring or connectors to the oil pressure sensor. Internal engine problems. In some cases, the P0521 code may be caused by internal engine problems, such as worn bearings or a faulty oil pump. The symptoms of the P0521 code can vary depending on the underlying cause. However, some common symptoms include check engine light illumination. The check engine light will typically illuminate when the P0521 code is stored. Reduced engine performance. The engine may run poorly or experience a loss of power. Rough idle. The engine may idle rough or stall. Low oil pressure warning light. The low oil pressure warning light may illuminate. Knocking or ticking noises. You may hear knocking or ticking noises from the engine. If you see the P0521 code, it is important to have it diagnosed and repaired as soon as possible. Ignoring this code can lead to serious engine damage. Here are some steps you can take. Check the engine oil level. Make sure that the engine oil level is full. Inspect the engine oil filter. Check the oil filter for signs of dirt or clogging. Visually inspect the wiring and connectors. Look for any damaged or loose wires or connectors. Have the code diagnosed by a qualified mechanic. A mechanic can use a diagnostic scanner to read the code and determine the underlying cause. Once the cause of the P0521 code has been diagnosed, the mechanic can recommend the appropriate repairs. In some cases, the repair may be as simple as replacing the engine oil pressure sensor. However, in other cases, more extensive repairs may be necessary. The P0521 code indicates an issue with the engine oil pressure sensor circuit. This could be due to a faulty sensor, a problem with the wiring, or low oil pressure. To diagnose the P0521 code, you will need to check the engine oil level and top it off if necessary. Inspect the wiring harness for any damage or loose connections. Test the oil pressure sensor using a multimeter. If the sensor is faulty, replace it. If the wiring is damaged, repair it. If the oil pressure is low, investigate the cause of the low pressure. The repair for the P0521 code will depend on the cause of the problem. If the sensor is faulty, it will need to be replaced. If the wiring is damaged, it will need to be repaired. If the oil pressure is low, the cause of the low pressure will need to be addressed. The P0521 code is a relatively common code. It can be caused by a variety of factors, including a faulty sensor, a problem with the wiring, or low oil pressure. If you are experiencing this code, it is important to diagnose and repair the problem as soon as possible. The oil pressure specifications for different OEMs will vary. It is important to consult your owner's manual for the correct oil pressure specifications for your vehicle.